Greetings and welcome my friends. This is cassette tape, no wait, it's diseasette. I think. Anyways, let's get this game going. We get a 2-lander to start with. This hand has 2 virtues, so in reality this is a 4-lander. That's enough to eventually let us fire off our ramp. As we like to say around here. Keep your pants on. We end up drawing a case, which is great. We can use it to get a swamp since we can only get plains, islands, and forests with the hideout. Our Azorius friend is light on mana over there. That's too bad, lol. We'll fetch a land and see if we can resolve Wrenn. Wrenn acts like another pair of Leylines in that we can tap lands for any color of mana with her in play. Plus we can start hitting for damages when we use her +1 ability.
I will give you all the time I can muster. Please, buy us more time.
They haven't had a counter, so we should be able to land our ramp. We're aiming for 7 mana or more. Although we have Wrenn helping us in the color department, it's a good idea to grab lands so we can still play out our cards in case Wrenn finds herself in a grave earlier than we'd like.
My voice beckons to all worlds.
It looks like our opponent is on an Azorius artifact deck. Their spider is a bit small, so we can continue with our plan to get our 2 virtues in play, then burn their face off with a huge rage. We drew a Leyline, which is added insurance in case something happens to Wrenn. With this deck we always want to be making land drops, so we'll get our hideout back and play it. We can animate our mountain and see if they'll block.
Break free and fight!
They tap out for a Might Stone. It is entirely possible that they're not playing counter spells. But let's be sure to land critical cards when they don't have mana up, just in case. Going for more ramp would be totally fine here, but when we land virtues we win. I think I'd better go for a virtue now. The ultimate on Wrenn will let us play the hideout in our grave. Always go for more lands, my friends. That's 24 mana for us on our next turn. At this point, the opponent has no choice but to farewell every turn until the game is over if they want to win. Getting a portal does nothing for them, but that's what their deck does. They have 1 mana up. That's going to be GG's. Let's hit them with rage. This is Churchill, a one-eyed Churchill. No wait, it's Cthulhu, no, it's shoot real. Most importantly, where are his pants? We get a 3-lander without any green. Had one of these lands been a hideout we'd have been fine. We're going to have to put this hand back in our pants. Mull. This 2-lander is alright. I mean we do have to put a card back but we can put back a rage. Keep. Getting our case down gets us just 1 land away from ramping 2 turns in a row. All we really need after that is a virtue and we've got this game. They make a token. Getting another land is going to be important if they start going aggro crazy. We got a beanstalk, which could help us draw into a land. But no, it's another Leyline. As long as we get a 4th land next turn, I think we should be alright. Well, looks like we're done whether we draw a land or not. Sometimes, they get a great hand and there's not much to be done about that. GG's, GW enchantments. Beautiful hand you had there. This is Joy Drop, at least it isn't Secret Lair Drop. I'd ask for a refund. This is a weird 2-lander. We have 2 hideouts and a Leyline. With a couple more lands we can hit the ramp running. Let's try it. Keep your pants on. They've got to think hard about this one, don't they? Whatever you do, don't keep 1-landers. Alright, here we go, let's get busy fetching up lands. They're trying to sink our battleship. A tier asunder on our Leyline will knock us out of some colors, but with ramp in hand we can play out the cards in our hand still. Plus we still have 5 more cards in our deck that do what Leyline does. Our 4th land arrives right on time. We'll ramp and fetch up some swamps. Sometimes you have to wipe the board for one man. Or woman. I'm certain something was changed in the Matrix. I'm having deja vu. Go ahead, play another Sheltered Bro. Why stop at only 2? Oh wow, we drew a virtue. We always want more mana, so we'll get back a hideout before we drop it. With 8 lands in play and a virtue, that will be a 22-point robbery. Those are some nice men you got there. It would be a shame if something happened to them. One thing I've noticed, is the matchmaker loves to put us up against everyone playing Terra Sunder. Thanks bro. We can't really trust that we'll be able to keep a virtue in play for long unless we make them use that Terra Sunder on something else. Let's fire off a robbery at the end of their turn. Let's use some of their stuff against them. Put your hands up, this is a robbery. We got a Field of Ruin. Let's use it to smash their man land. And we'll get ourselves a mountain. Now we can drop Alara and hopefully get us going. Maybe we'll get something that will make them use their Terra Sunder. Oh wait, they hit Alara with it. It's exactly what we want. We hit a Beanstalk, which will choose to go down on the battlefield. All we need to do is land a virtue and have it stick. That's all there is left to do this game. Well, what do you know? Another Sheldon. Let's see which of their two kids they like best. One of them has got to go. Pick a favorite, bro. You know, sniping it before the trigger resolves doesn't get rid of the trigger. This isn't a bat. Sheldred is the favorite. But she doesn't destroy enchantments. We can only do a 4-point rage, which isn't enough to snipe Sheldred. The only other option is to ramp and wait to do something about Shelly on our next turn. The play out a black virtue, which means Shelly won't stay dead if we snipe her. That's a tragic turn of events. We'll activate our incubator and block their fattened Shelly. It's at this point that we have to carefully consider what we're going to do with this turn. We have plenty of lands, that's for sure, but with what we have it might not be enough to snipe their life total down to 0 or less. But if we drop our virtue we can still make a pretty big rage. Enough to get them down to single digits and they'll likely not be able to kill us with their attack. Which means our second rage will do the trick even without our virtue. That sounds like a plan, let's go for it. Yup, there goes our virtue. Saw that coming yesterday, bro. The Shelly team isn't going to save them. This is their last turn. Another rage to the face. GG's. Don't let your joy drop. This is Vader. It's not every day we get to battle a Sith Lord. Get a grip on your light stick, bro. We get a decent 3-lander. We have color fixing, ramp, and a board wipe. Hopefully we can turn this into a real battle. Keep your pants on. Lord Vader is playing green-white enchantments. Did you see this coming, dear viewer? A Dark Lord is playing bright, shiny colors. If we fetch an island, we'll have one of each land. Not that we need to, but it is just in case they do something to our Leyline. What was I just saying? We're fine without the Leyline. It's definitely something that makes games easier for us. We're pretty much set up to play without it. Let's see if they have another enchantment removal for our Beanstalk. If they do, that's fine, but if not, it will draw us plenty of extra cards this game. I can feel it. I mean, we do have 2 5+ cost cards in hand. The Alara is an awesome draw. We'll be able to play it after we wipe the board. Vader drops down a Haunting. Scary stuff. Maybe get a tighter grip on your light stick, oh lord. We'll ramp and grab a second Plains, and maybe a Forest. Vader doesn't seem to play a lot of men over there. Usually they're dropping men after men. Lord Vader, your men have to change their stained shorts. They must go. Let's get a hideout back from our grave. Land plays are critical in case you hadn't heard. Lord Vader snipes our Beanstalk. He's giving us another land. You should have used your light stick instead, bro. You're helping us out this way. Vader has 0 plays on his turn. You love to see it. Don't lie. We'll play out our fetch land while we think about dropping our Leyline. If Vader has another enchantment removal, they might hit it, but better it than our virtue. So let's go for it. Wrenn joins our side and we can now get in with an animated land. Flipping our invasion gives us beefy 4/4 that we can use to flip Alara once we play it.
Allies everywhere, stand with us!
Lord Vader declares it GG's and then his helmet explodes. A bit early, but we'll take it. This is Z Rocks. Maybe they meant to type in the rock and oopsie poopsie bro, they messed it up pretty bad. As far as 3-landers go, this isn't horrible, but it's not good either. If one of our cards were ramp, we'd likely keep. But this is a mull. Let's put this hand back in our pants. The shuffler hates us this game. At the very least we'll have access to every color, but this is still a very bad hand. No action until turn 5. That's never good. We'll have to strap on our big boy pants for this game. Keep. Drawing an Alara is okay, but we can't even look forward to playing it out since we still have lands to draw. We get another hideout, which helps. We really want ramp now to really let us kick things off. What are they playing over there? It's gotta be the worst deck ever or the worst hand of all time. And we drew ramp. We're not hated by the shuffler as bad as I had thought. I'm concerned about a counter, so we'll go with the case first. But that went through like a rocket. They clearly don't have any instant plays at the moment. Are they some weird multicolor? Or do they have a heap of removal maybe? We don't win with men, so they're going to have a very hard time. We'll fetch out more lands before we fetch out more lands. They get a glimpse of our invasion and run off, leaving a brown trail as they go. GG's.